Jeff Mac, Subi nights, hooligans chillin', ride, kitty waiting, yeah. My name is Jeff Mac, you can roll the tape back. I've been gangster since 3 years old, now I'm rolling in the Subi with the hooligans. I can't wait to get back and chill with Klaus, the riot kitty, just chillin' pretty on the live. What a great time to be alive. Cruising slow, streetlights shine, windows crack for the breeze. Hooligans laughing low, passing snacks, feeling free. Subi rolling, no rush, just the road and the beat. Tape deck glitching softly, replaying memories sweet. From playground days to these midnight drives. Gangster vibes, but the chill kind, keeping it alive. Headlights cut the dark, friends in the back sing along. One more turn and we're home, where we belong. My name is Jeff Mac, you can roll the tape back. I've been gangster since 3 years old, now I'm rolling in the Subi with the hooligans. I can't wait to get back and chill with Klaus, the riot kitty, just chillin' pretty on the live. What a great time to be alive. Pull up to the spot, engine ticks as it cools. Klaus at the door, tell high, breaking all the rules. Hooligans pile in, live stream pops on, chat rolling.
What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through a schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. And I'm sure you guys are all waiting on the rocket and space and all that stuff. Everybody keeps tagging me in it. I don't really know anything about it, but it's there. So we'll put that on the screen. But until they're ready, we're going to be starting off with this first video. Let me see the first on the schedule here. President Trump signals possible U.S. exit from NATO. We might pull out NATO, but they're saying that he needs 2/3 of Congress to agree, and they don't agree on anything. Then we got a video titled White House ballroom renovations put on pause. It's another situation where they need Congress, and that's going to mess everything up. Then we got a video titled Elon Musk closer to trillionaire status. I don't know if he's the first trillionaire, but he's about to be trillionaire-like. Then we got a video titled Tourists pose for photos on a golden throne on the National Mall. This is supposed to be a Trump diss, but I don't know. I don't really think it is. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Showing Off the Goods. Then we got a video titled Hegseth reverses. This is a follow-up video. Hegseth reverses Army suspension of the air crew who flew helicopters near Kid Rock's home. I don't know why it's so controversial, but either way, it seems to be all over now. Then we have a very strange video. It's titled Christy Gnome's devastated by photos of her husband wearing fake boobs. He's a weirdo. He is a weirdo, and it makes it even more weird considering he's married to Christy Gnome. Then we have a video, another strange video. Man found dead in Azusa, I think is how you say it, police department car. This guy got out of jail, decided to hop in the back of a cop cruiser, and then died somehow. Then for the last little bit of the news, it is Lefties losing it, and today it's titled Christy Gnome's husband cross-dressing shock. Then we're going to be getting into the fun stuff. I have not looked through the advent calendars. We will have one tomorrow. I am still busy trying to get everything ready for the stupid inspection I have tomorrow on the apartment, and then I also got to get tax stuff together, and I'm super busy. I was up till 6:30 this morning cleaning shit, and I still got more stuff to do. Tomorrow we'll have an advent calendar. We got our two funny videos of the day. First one is provided by me, and it's titled When You Don't Discipline Your Cats, They Become Cat Tifa. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Sly Dog, and that one's titled Pro-Marriage Tip. Also, I guess President Trump is supposed to be addressing the nation at 9 p.m. Eastern Time or 9:30 or something like that. We'll see if we'll be able to cover that. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff I got to deal with. And it's important because if I don't do it right, then tomorrow I'll be homeless, and that will make it very difficult to go live. So we will see if I can cover this Trump live later on today. We'll see how it goes. Either way, we'll go ahead and put this on the screen because I know you guys are all waiting on it. We're going to read through the chat really quick, and then we'll go ahead and get into things. And what is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Russell? What's up, Gessom? What's up, Obnoxious Scott? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Green Eyes? What's up, Zero? What's up, Wrench? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Matt Rogers? And what's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy freedom, you hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone, over on Rumble? Elder Zoomer, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, and I appreciate you racing to the chat, Elder Zoomer. What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom to you. Wrench, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Plastic Quack? Happy freedom. What's up, Puffin Stuff? Happy freedom to you. Matt Rogers, you are omnipresent. I appreciate you. Let me see. What's up, Watchman? What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. You guys hit that like button. See if you can get us back on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone, over on the GoofTube? And the chat is completely frozen. Hold on a second. Let me see if we can fix it. Nope, my chat is frozen. I have no idea who was first, but we'll just go ahead and make the best of it, I guess. Oh, I think it's Toy Mafia at the top. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rachel? Happy freedom to you. Matt Rogers, you are truly omnipresent. What's up, Agent O? Happy freedom. What's up, Master Dork? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tar Kitty? Happy freedom. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? What's up, Meta? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on Blaze? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Do you guys know how long it's going to be until these guys do the thing with their spaceship and whatever? Russell, 3 minutes. Well, how long is this first video? We go ahead and play this first video. We got time. So this first one's President Trump signals possible U.S. exit from NATO. They don't want to help us when we're doing stuff, but we're always there to help them when they need it. So why give them billions of dollars? Just doesn't make sense. Hit that like button. Let's get into this.
President Trump says he's considering pulling out of NATO after it wouldn't assist the U.S. with the war in Iran. He told The Telegraph the U.S.-NATO partnership is, quote, beyond reconsideration, and called the organization a paper tiger. A few hours before Trump's comments were published, Secretary of State Marco Rubio echoed the same thing.
When we need them to allow us to use their military bases, their answer is no. Then why are we in NATO? Why do we have billions and billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars, over the years, trillions of dollars, and all these American forces stationed in the region? So I think there's no doubt, unfortunately, after this conflict is concluded, we are going to have to re-examine that relationship.
Trump singled out the United Kingdom, Italy, Germany, and Spain for their refusal to help the U.S. against Iran. Trump told The Telegraph, we've been there automatically, including Ukraine. Ukraine wasn't our problem. It was a test. And we were there for them, and we would always have been there for them. They weren't there for us. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer swiftly responded.
Whatever the noise, I'm going to act in the British national interest in all the decisions that I make. And that's why I've been absolutely clear that this is not our war, and we're not going to get dragged into it.
NATO partners have been reluctant to help reopen the Strait of Hormuz, which has been effectively closed by Iran for weeks, sending oil and gas prices skyrocketing. If President Trump decides to leave NATO, he can't do it by himself. He'll need 2/3 of Congress to vote to agree to end the nearly 80-year alliance. In Washington, I'm Morgan Stevens.
Morgan Seabass. No, I don't think that's what she said, but that's okay. Let me get the spaceship thing back on the screen. There we go. We'll make a full screen whenever they decide to do the thing. Are we getting close to it? 45 seconds. Okay. Well, either way, they're saying that President Trump is talking about pulling out of NATO because they are not there when we need them. And we spend too much money on them for that to happen. The video mentions that we would need 2/3 of Congress in order to leave NATO. And like I said, they never agree on anything. So who knows what's going to happen. Either way, we're going to wait for this rocket to do whatever it's doing. And then we'll move forward. Next up, White House ballroom renovations put on pause. We'll read through the chat and we'll make this full screen.
1, booster ignition, and liftoff. The crew of Artemis II now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
Good roll pitch. Roger, roll pitch.
Houston now controlling the flight of Integrity on the Artemis II mission around the moon.
Integrity, AMT high.
AMT high.
On time, passing 30 seconds into the flights. Integrity passes the alternate MECO. Target milestone. Mission Control Houston seeing good performance on the 4 main engines. Space Launch System core stage. Integrity, 3 miles in altitude. Traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour. Mission elapsed time, 1 minute. Approaching max Q.
On, Ponce de Leon.
Stan, we have you loud and clear on Ponce de Leon.
Have you the same?
Communication signal transfer confirmed as Integrity and its crew go supersonic. Approaching 90 seconds into the Artemis II mission. Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than 2,600 miles per hour. Minute 50 seconds of mission elapsed time, standing by for main engine throttle down to 85%, ahead of solid rocket booster separation, expected at the 2-minute 9-second mark. We see throttle down. Confirmed separation. Main engines throttling up, guidance converged.
Integrity, guidance converged, performance nominal, upper stage RCS ready.
Copy all, Stan.
Integrity, SM priming complete.
SM priming complete.
2 minutes 45 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis II mission. Thrusters on Integrity and upper stage confirmed in a ready state, ahead of service module fairing separation. 3 minutes into the flight. Integrity, 49 miles in altitude, 78 miles downrange, now passing 5,000 miles per hour. Standing by for launch abort system jettison.
Houston Integrity, good last jettison, great view.
Copy jettison, Team Eco 8+02.
We see the same on board, Stan.
And Houston has you loud and clear on Tidris at the Carmen line.
Outstanding, Stan, we have you the same.
3 minutes 50 seconds into the flight of Artemis II, Wiseman, Glover, Cook, and Hansen cross the boundary to space with good comm checks. GPS signals acquired after last jettison now working on internal checks to verify accuracy. Flight Dynamics Officer analyzed the time of main engine cutoff, confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds, time of MECO.
Integrity, GPS processing.
Outstanding, Stan. We see the same, and we have a beautiful moonrise. We're headed right at it.
Approaching 5 minutes into the flight, Commander Reed Wiseman confirms he has visuals of his destination. GPS guidance, navigation, and control software finishes internal checks and sends to navigation channels.
Integrity, 3 engine press.
3 engine press.
On time, now passing 5 minutes 20 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis II mission. At this point, 3 good main engines are all that's needed to carry Integrity to a nominal main engine cutoff target. Though at this time, we're seeing 4 good engines here in Mission Control Houston. Integrity, 75 miles in altitude, 330 miles downrange, approaching 10,000 miles per hour.
Integrity, looking good at 6 minutes.
Same on board, Stan.
Good trajectory and engine performance. Booster officer will soon report the shutdown plan to Flight Director Judd Freeling, expected at the 7-minute mark. Integrity, 78 miles in altitude, 460 miles downrange.
Integrity, expect nominal shutdown.
Integrity copies nominal shutdown.
Six minutes 40 seconds of mission elapsed time. Shutdown plan is as expected. Again, the time of MECO was confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds into the flight. Seven minutes of mission elapsed time. Throttling down as we approach the abort once around option. Milestone at the 7-minute 30-second mark. Now 84 miles in altitude, 650 miles downrange, traveling more than 15,000 miles per hour.
Integrity, AOA open.
AOA open.
The window is now open for an abort once around option that would target splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. Still following nominal ascent at this time. About 10 seconds remaining until the main engine cutoff of the Space Launch System core stage. Standing by for confirmation of MECO and core stage separation.
Integrity and nominal MECO, core stage separated.
We see the same on board, Stan.
Eight minutes 40 seconds into the flight, we have a nominal main engine cutoff heading in the right trajectory on the way to swing around the moon. Core stage has separated, done its job. The Space Launch System upper stage, the Inner Rim Cryogenic Propulsion Stage, or ICPS, still attached to the Orion spacecraft. Nine minutes of mission elapsed time. Integrity crew of Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen now in orbit around the Earth at the beginning of their journey to the moon.
Integrity Houston, looking ahead to PRM numbers so far per the pad.
Copy that, Stan. Numbers for the pad.
Capcom Stan Loves now reminding the crew that the perigee raise maneuver time of ignition is as expected prior to booster ignition. That time being 49 minutes, 50 seconds of mission elapsed time.
integrity, good. Neds deploy.
Copy that, Stan. Good, Neds.
And integrity Houston for PWD setup. Just a reminder, halfway open on the secondary.
We copy that, Stan. Halfway open.
Passing 11 minutes of mission elapsed time. Here, overhearing the conversation between Capcom Stan Love and Commander Reed Wiseman. Already passing some milestones. We have a good nozzle extension deployment system. That is confirmed. Complete. We also have the visors are confirmed up. Now past the dynamic phase of flight, that is ascent. Their launch and entry suits that provided them an extra layer of protection. Now not as needed. They're going to raise those visors. And later in today's mission, they will begin to egress or get out of the suits to begin some of their initial tasks of activating some of the systems aboard in the Integrity spacecraft. It's passing 12 minutes of mission elapsed time. Again, the perigee raise maneuver that's targeted near 50 minutes of mission elapsed time, 49 minutes 50 seconds. That's what the crew is going to be working towards. The Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover will focus on preparing for that milestone. In the meantime, mission specialist Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen will start some of the activation of environmental control life support systems. You may hear confirmation of their activation over the Orion to Earth communication network.
Houston, C3 aux power back in auto.
Copy C3 aux, and we're 2 minutes to maneuver.
Minutes and 30 seconds of mission elapsed time. We're going to continue to follow the crew of the Artemis II mission. They are beginning their journey around the moon to verify the systems that will take us to its surface. An incredible ascent. Artemis II is underway. Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen begin their journey to the moon. Still milestones to come up as we await solar array deploy and the critical burns that will get Integrity into high Earth orbit around the Earth before engines are fired to get us around the moon. We'll keep tabs on Integrity and its crew from here in Mission Control Houston. But for now, we're going to send it back to you, Megan and Nicole at the Kennedy Space Center. Very jealous to hear how the launch experience was over on the Space Coast.
Yeah, Gary, if people are just joining us, welcome back to the Space Coast, where we just saw Artemis II lift off 14 minutes ago. And wow, what an amazing launch, and an emotional one too. As soon as the rocket lifted off, Nicole, you had...
Okay, well, that was that. Very nice. Anyways, next up, White House ballroom renovations are on pause. They're saying they need to get Congress involved. But before we get into this, we're going to read through the chat really quick, see what you hooligans think about President Trump potentially pulling out of NATO, as well as the rocket going to do a couple laps around the moon or whatever it's supposedly going to do. Zero, the Matrix was showing? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to think about any of it. Space just doesn't matter to me. So Nigelman, he said they will be getting naked. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. I think it's, you got to trust the science. Ranch, maybe we'll finally know if they're moon people. Nah, they won't tell us. They'll probably try and breed with them, though. You know how these scientists are. Major the space dildo. That's right. That's right. It's a plastic quack. Happy freedom. Kevin, how long does it take to get to the moon? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. Colty, thank you so much for the doll hair over on Rumble. You're a badass, Colty, and you were the first dono of the day. And I appreciate you. What's up, Cheddar Steve? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Angry God? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bounds? Happy freedom. What's up, Major? Happy freedom. This is filmed in Hollywood? I don't know. This is filmed in a backyard in Texas. God only knows. Plasquake, it takes 4 days to get to the moon. Pub Stuff says 6 days. I was thinking it was going to take like an hour. I don't know why I thought that. Snooks, I don't care about space either. I just like to watch the rockets go up. I bet, Snooks. I bet you do. Big fan of rockets. Red Rocket. Kevin, did Klaus smuggle himself on board? No, I couldn't imagine Klaus even trying to go outside, let alone go into space. There's birds out there. He don't like birds. What's up, Bullseye? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mike Ingalls? Happy freedom to you. Roxy, at least it didn't blow up. Yeah. That's true. What's up, Damon Walker? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Johnny? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Redwater? Happy freedom. What's up, Nick? Happy freedom. I don't know, the Verizon airline guy had a cooler craft. Well, I think his was just supposed to be orbital or whatever. It's not supposed to go to other planets, which is a weird thing to say. Johnny, do you believe we ventured to the moon? I don't know. I don't know what to think about any of it. All of it's stuff that I can't prove one way or the other, so I just try not to think about it. There's so much stuff that we already know that's messed up that we also can't do anything about it. So if there's stuff that I can't even validate, I don't even put any thought into it. What's up, Lisa? Happy freedom. Lisa, I just can't believe anything anymore. Yeah. I don't know. It just doesn't do anything to me. It doesn't affect my life in any way, so I try not to think about it. I have enough problems. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. Guess who? They better be spreading Chuck Norris's ashes on the moon. I can't tell if that'd be a legendary thing or if it'd be disrespectful. He's no longer on Earth with us. Major Bird's the word. That's right. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom to you. Turbo Chuck's ashes would just weigh the moon down. Yeah, that's most likely what would happen. Moving forward here, like I said, next up, White House ballroom renovations are on pause because these judges suck. But first, thank you so much, Colty, for the doll hair over on Rumble. You're a badass, Colty. Thank you so much. It says, that is an amazingly awesome perspective to have, and I like that. I think I will adopt it. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you, Colty. Thank you. All right, hooligans, let's get into this. Every time President Trump tries to do anything, some judge stands in the way. That's all they do. That's the whole song and dance. Hit that like button and let's get into this.
A federal judge has ordered that construction on President Trump's proposed $400 million White House ballroom has to stop for now. The ruling came from Judge Richard J. Leon after months of litigation. In a detailed 35-page opinion, he basically said the project can't move forward unless Congress signs off on it first. Leon raised concerns that had been coming up throughout the case. He pointed out that the administration hadn't been consistent about who exactly was in charge of the project or how it was being funded, especially with private donations in the mix. He also questioned whether the president even had the authority to make such major changes changes, including plans that involved replacing entire sections like the already demolished East Wing. His bottom line was pretty direct. Construction has to stop unless Congress approves it. But he added that it's not a dead end. Congress could still authorize the project if it chooses to. Leon emphasized that going through Congress would ensure lawmakers keep control over federal property and government spending, which is part of their role. And interestingly, this all happened the same day new renderings dropped for Trump's planned presidential library in Miami. And those designs included a replica of the proposed White House ballroom for...
Okay. Like I said, standing in the way of what President Trump's trying to do. This judge put a pause on building the ballroom, and now they're saying that Congress has to get on board and sign off on it in order for it to move forward. But they've already started construction, so what happens if they don't move forward on it? They're just going to leave it looking like that? I mean, maybe. I don't know. They did have Democrats in there. Either way, next up, Elon Musk closer to trillionaire status, talking about SpaceX files for IPO. I don't know if he's the first trillionaire, but he's on TV a lot. He's very recognizable. It'll be interesting to see him hit trillionaire status. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about them putting a pause on President Trump's ballroom. And what do you guys think they're going to do if Congress doesn't sign off on it? And it's weird we had that back-to-back because the first video talking about Trump pulling out of NATO, can't do it without Congress. Trump wants to build a ballroom, can't do it without Congress. Can't do shit without Congress. Congress doesn't do their job. They're on vacation for 2 weeks. Lazy people getting paid too much. Ghostly, let the man have room for his balls. That's right. That's right. They cut theirs off. That's why they don't have any sympathy for it. Russell, the Dems won't approve because of Trump. Yeah. Matt Rogers, it's a little late now. Yeah. They're just going to leave it like that? I wonder what they're going to do to change it. I don't think they could leave it the way it is. Why didn't they do all of this before they started construction? What's up, Otters? Happy Freedom. What's up, Rappy? Happy Freedom to you. Otters is donated. It's not their business, really. Yeah, they're all concerned about who's funding it and all of that, but people know about the Soros DA and judges and all that. Nobody cares about that. Doesn't matter that there's an outsider paying and swaying politics in our country, but yeah, don't let Trump build that ballroom that everybody's going to benefit off of. Can't let that happen. Plastic Quack. Well, they're all like old as shit, so hopefully Father Time will show up. What's up, Larry? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Digital Patriot? Happy Freedom to you. Mike Ingalls is just a big April Fool's joke. Yep, I'm waiting for it. Today, I think it's I think it's 3 years since my identity was stolen. It's either 3 or 4 years. I think it's 3 years. Nick, I'm just happy to see my doll hairs here and not overseas. Yeah, that's true. Johnny, they need to keep their hands off the president's balls room. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's just un-American. Cruel and unusual punishment. Lisa, it's torn down. Do you want to rebuild it? Yeah, that's what I mean. Why did they wait till now to do it? They're like, now that you got half the building torn apart and all this construction equipment out in the yard, let's just pause everything. As if construction doesn't take forever on its own. At least it does here in Michigan, especially when they're working on the roads. Rich, maybe Putin donated $1 million doll hairs. That's what they're going to say. This is a Russia ballroom. Mm-hmm. Snugs, I don't like the ballroom being built, but it's very stupid of Congress to step in now. How come you don't like the ballroom, Snugs? At least we didn't have to pay for it. We've paid for everything else. We paid for Ukraine to exist at this point, so it's like, I don't know. I'm not mad about the ballroom. We didn't even pay for it. What's up, Sassy Patriot? Happy Freedom to you. Lisa, yeah, pause it. Like the border wall. Yeah, that's another good one. Rich, we need a ballroom. They used to have things going on and put tents up with no bathrooms. Well, they're going to get back to that, but it's going to look like a construction site at the same time. Much better. Thanks, Democrats. They're a bunch of idiots. All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, Elon Musk closer to trillionaire status. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you go post all of your memes over on Discord or jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up. Elon Musk becoming a trillionaire, doing the thing. All right, hooligans, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Elon Musk may soon become the first person to have a net worth exceeding $1 trillion as SpaceX's anticipated stock market debut is on the way after the aerospace firm filed for an IPO on Wednesday. SpaceX submitted confidential IPO registration to the Securities and Exchange Commission according to multiple reports, meaning the documentation is only available to regulators. Bank of America, Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, and Morgan Stanley are leading the offering, the Wall Street Journal reported, citing people familiar with the matter. SpaceX did not immediately respond to a request for comment from Forbes. With an expected listing in June, the public offering is estimated to value SpaceX at $1.75 trillion and raise $75 billion, which would more than double Saudi Aramco's $29 billion debut in 2019 as the largest IPO ever. Once SpaceX's listing debuts, Musk will likely become the first person to be chief executive of two companies valued at $1 trillion. His Tesla has a market valuation of $1.4 trillion as of Wednesday. SpaceX acquired Musk's artificial intelligence startup xAI in February, consolidating two of his companies in a deal that valued the combined entity at an estimated $1.25 trillion. SpaceX's much-anticipated filing will provide insight into the company's operations and finances after spending years developing products for NASA and other agencies. Musk was reportedly hesitant to take SpaceX public in 2013, telling employees at the time that Tesla went public because he, quote, didn't have any choice, end quote, though he now likely seeks additional funding to bolster his xAI among competitors OpenAI and Anthropic. Musk has also sought to develop the first data centers in space, a concept OpenAI's Sam Altman explored by possibly partnering with or acquiring a rocket company, the journal reported. For more on the story, check out the article at the link in the description.
Okay. Elon Musk gonna be a trillionaire, they're saying. Also talking about having Grok or xAI competing with Anthropic or OpenAI. I don't think it compares at all. I got Grok. I had Super Grok for a second there, and Anthropic blows Grok out of the water. Like, Claude makes Grok look like its grandson. Like, Grok is about worthless in comparison. But that's okay. They can keep trying. It's fine and it's entertaining. Either way, next up, tourists pose for photos on a golden throne on the National Mall. Now, somebody built this golden toilet sculpture thing, and it's supposed to be like a diss to Trump somehow. But all it makes me think of is that President Trump has all kinds of cool shit like that. Like, if you see Trump Tower and all that stuff, he actually builds cool stuff like that. So I don't really understand how they're trying to diss Trump with this golden toilet thing. And I think most people who are taking pictures and posing next to it, I don't think they're seeing the correlation with Trump either. I think it's just a neat thing to take a picture near, but at least some idiot was raging hard when they spent all their doll hairs doing that. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about Elon becoming a trillionaire. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom to you. It's badass here, Juicer. Getting hooked up. Otters, Elon's putting out the Tesla phone, free phone and internet for life. I agree with him. Interesting. It's probably going to cost a lot. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom to you. I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Dutton? Angry God. Democrats are the reason why we put directions on shampoo bottles. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's the reason that all of our products say for external use only. Thanks, Democrats. Glad to hear, Dutton. Grumpy, what day is it? Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. It's a good day to be grumpy. Green Eyes, share the dough. I know. I'm trying to think of something to sell Elon because he's got the doll hairs to buy it. Sam, yeah, we showed it on the live. Nick, what if it's the Amber ballroom? I don't know what that is. I will have to Google it. Watch it be something nasty. You never know. My browser can't handle it. In Connecticut? Is that what you're talking about? Lisa, that sounds hilarious. Meta, I wouldn't like sitting on a gold toilet, would you? Why wouldn't you? I mean, I don't think it matters a whole lot, but why? What's your reasoning for not wanting to? Lisa, had to cut on my AC inside today. It's only April 1st, but it's 87. That is hot, Lisa. I'm glad you got nice weather. It is not hot here. It's like 32 degrees. They were talking about snow today. What's up, Sandra's Library? Happy freedom to you. Sam, no, I wouldn't go to space if they... No. I would never go to space. I don't care if they give me $1 million. They'd take me to space and something goofy would go wrong and we would all die in a horrible way because I have awful luck. I got terrible luck if it was already awful. Like, I can't even explain it. I have compound bad luck. If I could pay my bills in bad luck, I'd be wealthy. I'd be a trillionaire right now. That's how much bad luck I got. It's ridiculous. I can't even express how bad my fucking luck is. This is the only good thing I have. Like, as soon as I'm done working, I am a miserable person because every other aspect of my life is awful. It is awful. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not be here. Fucking not at all. My life is fucking awful outside of the live. So no, I would not go to space. I don't even feel safe getting in the car because of how bad my luck is. I don't even like opening the window. My shit is like Final Destination bad luck. And it's awful. So no, I would not go to space. I would gladly give my seat and ticket to somebody who would enjoy going to space. Because I know there's a lot of people who are really excited about that. But you can't put my ass in the ocean. You can't put me on a plane. And you can't send me to space. Because I'll just be an asshole the entire time. Because I do not like the thought of going on any of those mobile devices there. I do not like that. Not at all. I just don't. I like sitting at the house with my giant cat. I like eating good food, and that's about it. But I know not everybody's like me. There's way more adventurous hooligans than me that would totally enjoy going to space. Like I said, next up, tourists pose for photos on a golden throne on the National Mall. Now, I don't think it's on top of the National Mall, so I don't know why they worded it like that, but either way, hit that like button and let's get into this.
A giant throne with a gold-painted toilet seat appeared in front of the Lincoln Memorial this week in Washington, D.C. NPR's Frank Langfitt reports on the reception, the satirical artwork by people on the National Mall.
Scores of people took turns posing for photos on the gold-colored toilet seat. The artwork is called Throne Fit for a King and critiques Trump's focus on things like White House decor versus the economy. Ty Pilot is a chef in Northern Virginia.
Stuff like this demonstrates how gross our political system, our economic system can be, where the wealthy get to keep building up at the expense of everyone else.
At the same time, the administration has draped 3 federal buildings with giant banners featuring the president's face. His name adorns the Kennedy Center and the U.S. Institute of Peace. The White House insists that, quote, President Trump is focused on saving our country, not garnering recognition. Frank Langford, NPR News, Washington.
I'm Corva Coleman, NPR.
Okay. So like I said, I don't think it's a very good diss. I think, one, it is a waste of money. 2, it's neat on its own, but the whole trying to connect it to Trump and act like he's a mean orange man and all of that, I don't know. I think it's nonsense. I think if it wasn't in the news, most people would just be taking pictures next to it because it's just some neat installment. I think as far as dissing Trump, they could have did a lot better. They could have did a lot better. I wouldn't be surprised if President Trump at the presidential library builds the bathroom to look like that now, is trolling this guy, because it's not a bad design. I just don't understand how it's dissing Trump. Straight ignorance. Anyways, next up we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner and it's titled Showing Off the Goods. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this guy trying to diss Trump by building a golden toilet. Go say I'm sick of the art installations. Yeah, it's probably the Democrats funding this stupid stuff. Sam, I'd be on that fucker like, hurry up, let's go. What are you gonna do when you go to space, though? It'll be interesting when we actually have things to do in space, because right now it's like they just go up there and float around. I don't know what the hell they do. Science projects, I guess. But they keep talking about, like, they were saying we're going to build a nuclear reactor on the moon. They're talking about building AI data centers on the moon and stuff like that. So it'll be really interesting if it gets to a point where we have, like, buildings and stuff like that on another planet, and then you can go and be there instead of only being on the spaceship. That would be interesting. I still wouldn't go, but it'd be interesting. What's up, Alistair? Happy freedom to you. What's up, DEFCON? Happy freedom to you. Alistair, would you go to space? Russell, I want a golden toilet. I read that 3 different ways. At first I thought it said a golden ticket, and then I was like, is that a ticket for a golden shower? And then I realized it doesn't say golden ticket, it says golden toilet. Well, one's affordable and one's not. We'll see what we can get you, Russell. Kevin, I want to poop in space. You guys, we would have never covered that if I'd have known this was going to be how the conversations go. Why would you want to poop in space? I feel like, I don't know. You just sitting there and it's come floating out the toilet. I don't know. I don't need those problems. You guys are a lot more adventurous than me. Alistair, you'd go to space? Braver than me. I'd be giving my ticket to you. I'm not going. I am not going. What's up, my feed? Happy freedom to you. It's cold in Ohio. Just got power back on. Well, I'm glad you got your power back on. It's crazy how often you guys all lose power. I've only lost it like 3 times in the last 10 years. All depends on where you live, though. Elder Space, I'll take your ticket to space. You can have it. Elder Zoomer, you can have the ticket. We'd be auctioning it off. Angry God, what Jeff eats would melt the gold toilet. Yeah, I couldn't have a gold toilet. These challenge chips and hot peppers and stuff. Couldn't handle it. It'd be like my legs. Otters, you're not going to space? We're going to be handing these tickets out. What's up, Lone Wolf? Happy freedom to you. Kevin, be careful on your walks. Bigfoot and Dogman are on their migration. I can't even hardly walk right now because my legs won't heal. And I still don't even understand that, how my legs are connected to the stomach bone. I'm not exactly sure. Lone Wolf, would Klaus go? I don't think so. Who's gonna feed Klaus 4 meals a day by hand? He wouldn't do it. He'd leave until it was fancy feast time, and then he'd be ready to come back. What's that, Alistair? Colty the floating pearl necklace. Oh my god, there's a lot of funny stuff I want to say, but I can't because it's not Saturday. That's funny. Bill Clay, does Klaus have a gold litter box? Not yet, but if I could afford it. If I was a trillionaire like Elon. Lone Wolf Space Klaus has a nice ring to it. We're going to need to generate some AI photos here. Yeah, Colty. It's just annoying because I don't feel like I'm having stomach problems, but I got holes in my legs and I can't get the swelling to go away, and it makes it so I can't walk. And that sucks on top of all the other problems I have right now that need to be solved and can't be solved. Hair juicer, I know. Everybody's really excited about space. Brussels, that's not true, is it? I never thought about having to pee in space. It's not like a car. You don't just roll the window down. Or however you guys do it. When, Alistair? When is that happening? Pumpkin, space doesn't sound like a good time. I would worry about stuff. Yeah, that's how I am on an airplane. Yes, Alistair, I will do my best to remember that. Let me find the reminder I just made. There we go. I gotta find him, Alistair. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget. All right. We're going to make it happen, Alistair. Absolutely. Colty, I could never go to space. I get motion sickness. Yeah. I've been getting motion sickness too now that I'm getting old. I don't know. I'm just... Life's exhausting. Right, mine. How do they clean it? With a rough polishing cloth? What are you talking about? The golden toilet? I don't know how it works. I'm not wealthy enough to have those problems. Lisa, going to sleep? Enjoy your nap. Meta, I've been doing all of that. I'm just sick of life. Guess who? No one can hear you poop in space. I bet everybody in the cabin can. They wish you'd be a little more quiet. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, next up we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner. Let's get this pulled up real quick. Alright, hooligans. Like I said, this was provided by Stoner and it's titled Showing Off the Goods.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
That's what she said. Getting back into the news, we got a follow-up here. Hegseth reverses Army suspension for air crew who flew helicopters near Kid Rock's home. Now, the lefties hate this. They hate it so bad. They hate that it happened. They were excited about an investigation that wasn't an investigation. It was a review or something like that. And then the suspension only lasted a couple hours and Hegseth lifted it. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick, if you'd like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to open a browser, go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat, And like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble Hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, scream and goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get this pulled up. Hegseth and them just continuously pissing off the lefties because that's what they do, which is fine because they're going to be mad about something. Might as well make it entertaining. Hit that like button and let's get into this.
The Army has lifted the suspensions of the air crews seen flying 2 Apache helicopters by singer Kid Rock's home in Tennessee over the weekend. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth posted on X Tuesday, "No punishment, no investigation, carry on, patriots." Kid Rock posted this video, which by now you've no doubt seen on social media. He posted it Saturday, showing an Army chopper hovering outside his home by his pool while a second one flies by. NBC News senior national security correspondent Courtney Kube joins us now. Courtney, I'm a little confused. Secretary Hegseth's post came just hours after the Army suspended the crews involved on those 2 aircraft. Have we heard anything else to explain why the secretary is now reversing the decision?
We have not, but it actually stands in pretty much in constant the way that the Secretary of Defense has spoken about how he will support warfighters, or the troops, as he calls them, warfighters, in the past. So he always talks about how he has the troops' backs. And Kate, I got to tell you, this tweet, as soon as I read it, I thought, okay, this is him carrying out, practicing what he preaches here as far as supporting the troops. But the reality is the situation was under administrative review because there were questions about whether this stunt was safe, not just for the pilots, but potentially for civilians. There are rules about how low aircraft are allowed to fly in a residential area, how close they should have gotten to that house. So the administrative review now apparently has been suspended as Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth reached down and interfered in something that, frankly, generally the Secretary of Defense would not get directly involved in, Kate.
And Courtney, President Trump also weighed in on the military helicopter flyby. What did he have to say?
Yeah, we were a little surprised to hear the President of the United States getting asked about 2 Apache helicopters in Tennessee and what they're doing, but here's a little bit about what he had to say about this entire incident.
Well, they probably shouldn't have been doing it. Yes, you're not supposed to be playing games, right? But I'd take a look at it. They like Kid Rock. I like Kid Rock. Maybe they were trying to defend him. I don't know.
Yeah, so the president put it very simply there, Kate, and that is they're not supposed to be playing games. And that's not just because of the possibility of offending someone here, but it's because of safety reasons. You know, taking a military helicopter, flying it low over a residential area, especially for something that was not any kind of a real training mission, there's risks involved in that. So, but again, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, he made a decision. He reached down into an unusual administrative review, and he said that it's officially suspended. And as he said, he told them to carry on and called the pilots patriots.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch.
Okay. What a bunch of idiots. They're real mad. Real mad about these helicopters flying around Kid Rock's house. Stupid. We covered a video yesterday talking about it, and they were mad that the helicopters flew over the No Kings protest as well. It was at the same time. It's all in the same area. And I don't know. Just as mad as they can be. Lefties crying really hard after Hegseth lifts the suspension. Hours after it began, the pilots were suspended, and a review was started because of 2 helicopters visiting Kid Rock. Hegseth and Trump seemed to shrug it off as no big deal. But the lefties are squealing loudly over this. Next up, Christy Gnome devastated by photos of her husband wearing fake tits. I don't know what is wrong with these people. A lot of people are speculating that maybe this is why Christy Gnome was kind of moved from being the lead of DHS, is that maybe they heard this information and moved her before it came out, because it's very strange. The whole situation is strange. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these helicopter pilots being suspended for a couple hours and then being unsuspended, and the lefties are really mad about it. Russell, I will write a reminder. There we go. Ghostly. Our taxes paid for them. It's only right they show them off to us from time to time. Yeah, exactly. Proof of existence. Snooks, I don't think he'll be her husband anymore. She might be into that. That's the thing. Like, where is Christy Gnome at when all of this is happening? That's what I really wonder. Like, how does he got time to get fake tits and stuff? Like, did he order it? Did he have it made? Where was she at when this was going on? He's like a Reddit troll. I don't know. I got questions. So it makes me think that she's probably into it and she has to act outraged because now it's been outed to the public. Hair juicer Apaches are so cool. Yeah, I agree. It's cool when they're not coming after you, just like the bombers. Russell, the pilots weren't harming anything, though. No, they were a threat to the public. They were going to kill pedestrians. That's what the reporter was acting like. We have severe safety concerns. Oh, yeah, because they're flying in the middle of the woods, out in the middle of nowhere. Kid Rock was the only one potential to get harmed, and he was saluting them, so I think it'll be okay. Snugs, maybe Christy Gnome dresses as a man. They probably do. God only knows what they do on Capitol Hill. Zero, I think they're divorced. It's her ex. She's dating some other dude. I don't think that's what they're saying in this video. I don't know. We'll see. Ghostly, where does he store them where she hasn't seen them? They were huge. Yeah, exactly, Ghostly. I don't know. I'm telling you, I think she knows about it and she's just playing dumb. Kevin, I was supposed to start cardiac rehab today, but it was an ice storm this morning and they called and canceled it till next week. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Kevin. I'm sure it's not a whole lot of fun to go through, but me, I like to just get things over with, so sorry that happened. Kaz, that was badass. If I was Kid Rock, I'd brag all day long. Yeah. Well, and he's getting a lot of promotion from this too, because he posted videos when it originally happened, but then he had to post more videos explaining how stupid it is that disciplinary action was happening because of it. And then I assume he's going to be posting more videos now that the suspension has been lifted, so it's all good promo for him. Plus, Quack, let's keep the libs busy. Yeah, exactly. Major, stay offended. Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Danon? Happy freedom to you. Rappy, I thought it was pretty cool. I did too. Back from space? Oh, look at the space, Klaus. Yeah, you good baby. You good baby. What time is it? No. It's about that time, isn't it? You sit your bow down. No. You don't need to be getting into stuff. Lay her down. Goodness, big old cat. That's a huge cat. Pumpkin, Kristi was with her boyfriend when her husband was dressing up as a girl? Probably. You're probably right. Meta Top Gun moment. You don't own that craft, the taxpayers do. Your brain is writing checks, your body can't cash. Is that how it goes? I've never seen any of that Top Gun stuff. What's up, Low Ender? Happy freedom to you. Sandra's Library, lefties have zero sense of humor. Yeah. It increases their victimhood to not have a sense of humor. Why laugh when you could cry about everything? Yeah, Rich, it's coming up next. Look at the space, Klaus. You guys are cracking me up. Mm-hmm. He just got back from a mission. It's fancy feast time. Alright, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, Christy Gnome devastated by photos of her husband with fake tits.
Christy Gnome.
Weirdo. Pretty sure you don't get to see the image in this, but it is all over X. It's nothing worth looking at, but, you know, just in case you were wondering. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Christy Gnome is processing a new report about her husband, Brian Gnome. Just 1 week after the 54-year-old exited her role as the head of the Department of Homeland Security, photos of what appeared to be Brian dressed in women's clothing with fake breasts were published by the Daily Mail, with the outlet alleging that the 56-year-old had been living a double life where he chatted in online fetish forums with models. In response, a rep for Kristi, who shares daughters Cassidy and Kennedy and son Booker with Brian, said the politician was completely shocked by the article. The rep told the New York Post in a statement March 31st, quote, "Ms. Gnome is devastated. The family was blindsided by this and they asked for privacy and prayers at this time." But Kristi's personal life has also been questioned lately after rumors circulated that she's been having an affair with advisor Corey Lewandowski. Both Kristi and Corey have denied the rumors. As for her life with Brian and their kids, Kristi has previously insisted they're an open book when it comes to sharing details with the world. She told the Elysian in 2022, quote, "People know me and we're such a transparent family. I don't know of another elected official that puts their family life out there with their kids. All the funny, awkward, difficult moments, we are an open book. I think that is what this job requires in this day and age. You have to be real." E-News has reached out to a rep for Brian in the Department of Homeland Security for comment, but has not heard back.
Okay. Like I said, they don't show you guys the images, but it is very comical. There's like big ass tits for no reason. For absolutely no reason. It looks awful. It looks completely awful. He doesn't like do his hair and, you know, makeup and all that stuff. He just is like a dude from here, but then just outrageously chesty down here. It's, I don't know. I don't understand any of that stuff. Either way, they're saying Christy Gnome's husband was just exposed by the Daily Mail as a weirdo that participates in fetish forums and wears big fake tits and dresses like a girl. Christy Gnome claims to be shocked by all of this. They also mentioned that there has been accusations of Christy Gnome having an affair with the chief of staff. I think we covered a video that was talking about it. Christy Gnome, she's got some problems going on right now. Well, everybody around her does. Either way, next up, man found dead in a police department vehicle, a police cruiser. This whole story doesn't make any sense. He was just released from jail. He decided to just hop in the back of a cop car. 3 days later, they found him dead. And it's like they don't even know what happened. Very strange. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what your hooligans think about Christy Gnome's husband's big fake tits. Here, Juicer, she should have owned it. So what? God forbid a man has hobbies. Could you imagine if Christy Gnome said that? She might as well, because I don't understand how she didn't know that was going on. There wasn't any signs. Like, he wasn't like, hey, I like that bra, and then started trying it on. Like, there wasn't any indicators that he was weird like that. Guess, what's up, Italian? Happy freedom to you. Oh, thank you for the raid, Italian. You're a badass. Klaus Daniels, get up. It's raid time. Thank you so much for the raid, Italian. Good stuff. We had to get Klaus Daniels involved in the raid. He always misses out. I appreciate you, Italian. Let's post your link at the top here. Come on, Rumble. Don't fight me. Welcome, Raiders. Hit that like button on your way in. We're in between videos right now, but we're reading through the chat. I appreciate you, Italian. Thank you so much. You guys make sure you go follow Italian. There you go. Good stuff. Russell, huge. Yep, exactly. I'm doing all right, Italian. How are you doing today? Angry God. I can't read that out loud, but that's hilarious. Italian, big fake tits. I know. Perfect timing for the raid. Dunn, do you remember that the left was supporting a male teacher with fake tits that hung to his knees? Yeah, I do remember that. I think eventually he got fired or something like that, though. Plus, quick, I'm sorry, but if you get to bang Christy Gnome, what are you doing? It must not be that good if he's on forums and strapping tits on. It's one or the other. Glad to hear it, Italian. Told to care, weepy Wednesday. Raining. Well, I'm sorry you're dealing with the rain today. It's better than snow, though. Happy freedom to you, too old to care. Wednesday. What's up, Crazy Knights? Happy freedom to you. Crazy Knights, the left shouldn't even be surprised. They approve of this kind of stuff. Yep, exactly. Exactly. That's basically what the symbolism is. Christy Gnome, your husband's a traitor. Meta, sometimes I just don't want to know. Yeah, don't ask questions that you don't want the answers to. That's what WMM says all the time. Meta, when does this become way too personal? A fetish is not a crime. No, yeah, you're right. It's still weird though. That's like what is her name? Boebert. Lauren Boebert. She was in the news a lot a couple years ago. It was probably a couple years ago. We were covering stories back to back. She was groping some dude while also being groped and smoking a vape pen while watching a Beetlejuice play. But then also officers were called to a restaurant because her and her husband were having a domestic issue at the restaurant. And then I think she filed a PPO against him or something like that. And I can't remember what it was. Like a long list of things that happened with Lauren Boebert. She was in the news a lot. And then she had gained weight. She gained a ton of weight. And then she lost it all thanks to Ozempic or something. God only knows. And then she just kind of disappeared. We haven't heard anything about it. I guess it's Christy Gnome's turn. Guess Christy Gnome is that good. He's just weird. I mean, it could be, but that means she likes weird dudes then. She married that guy. She wasn't just dating him. She married that guy. I think they got kids together. You hear about Dad? Yeah, I heard. Everybody at school is talking about how he likes fake tits. I know. That'd be terrible. I don't know what I would do if I found out my dad got busted being on the internet with his fake tits out. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I've never had to go through that. Ghostly might have to let him have it. Bones, middle-age crisis. It's got to be something. Tolikara, Boebert had a Girls Gone Wild moment. She had something going on. Plus Quack, the Boebert yogurt. Nah, she better fix her pH. Thank you so much, Wrench, for gifting a sub over on Rumble. You're a badass, Wrench. Thank you so much for making more hooligans. Thank you so much, Get Some, for the $10 hairs over on Rumble. Thank you, Get Some. I really appreciate you. Says, towards a threesome with Christy and Lauren Boebert. Who? I'm going to have doll hairs left over. Thank you, Get Some. I appreciate you. Very nice. Very nice. Oh my goodness, Green Eyes. I cannot read that out loud, but that is that is graphic imaging there. What's up, JF? Happy freedom to you. Green Eyes, you're creative. You guys are so dirty, Klaus has to take a bath. Meta, Paul Pelosi attack with the assault hammer. Let's see. What was going on? Paul had a drink in his hand. Shenanigans. Yeah. I can't remember. There was a follow-up to that story not that long ago. I think the guy with the hammer got charged with something. He probably got time served, though. The story is kind of old now. They probably do that on the weekends on the regular. It just got out of hand that one time. Wrench, I couldn't imagine getting hugged by fake dad tits. Nah, like, you know, kids are normally embarrassed when their parents pick them up and drop them off at school, but that's a whole nother thing right there. Either way, moving forward, like I said, man found dead in a police vehicle. He did it to himself, but not really sure what he did. Before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, you should go join jeffmaclive.com. Go set up a profile, create posts in Hooligans Alley, the forums, and the group chats. Don't post your fake tits, though. We don't allow that stuff there. And watching the live is way more fun with memes and GIFs in the chat. There's tons of stuff to do and new things happening every day. Select a free membership level in order to get started. I'm going to drop this link really quick. We're getting back into the news here. This next video is weird because this guy did it to himself, but they don't really say how he died. And they let him out of jail, so double confusing. Either way, there's a link. Go do the thing. Let's pull this up about this dumbass. Wanted to die in the back of a police car, I guess. Come on, load up. Jesus loves us. Most of the time. Alright, hooligans, hit that like button. Let's get into this.
A shocking discovery is raising alarms tonight in Azusa after a man is found dead inside an empty patrol car.
That patrol car was parked right in front of the police department. His body not found for 4 days. Rick Chambers live at Azusa, where the man's family is demanding answers tonight. Rick?
Yeah, Micah, this is a bizarre story because we have footage of this gentleman walking in and out of the Azusa police headquarters that you see behind me. But then he makes a fateful decision that his friends and family are still struggling with. This is Eric Valencia being led into the Azusa jail March 20th, charged with DUI. And this is Valencia being released from that same jail 3 days later on the 23rd. But for some unknown reason, he decided to enter the back seat of this unlocked and out-of-service patrol SUV parked at the curb. His lifeless body would be discovered 3 days after that by someone coming to wash the vehicle.
There were no signs of major trauma observed on Mr. Valencia, his body. Investigators learned that Mr. Valencia had been reported missing to the Azusa Police Department just hours before his discovery. Investigators also determined that Mr. Valencia had a functioning cell phone with him in the backseat of the patrol unit when he was discovered.
But police say calls for help were never made.
We're devastated. We want answers.
Valencia's family and friends, who were not allowed to attend the police news conference, watched a live feed of it instead at a park just across the street. Frustrated, they said, that they were not getting details of Valencia's passing.
When? Who? What happened? Did they call 911 and get an ambulance here? Was he alive? Was he deceased? Like, no answers.
Happy birthday to you. This is video of Eric Valencia at a recent birthday party, described to us as a lighthearted 37-year-old father of two. But these will be the last images of Eric Valencia before he made the odd and so far unexplainable decision to climb into the back of Patrol Unit 37 and not climb out. Now keep in mind that the back door of a patrol car usually will lock when it's closed and you can't open it from the inside. And also, we don't know the cause of Mr. Valencia's death at this point, but it was very warm on the 23rd to the 26th. Now, we understand that the results of an independent investigation will be passed along to the DA's office once it's completed, and then we'll have to see what happens after that. In Azusa, I'm Rick Chambers. Guys, I'll throw it back to you in Hollywood.
Thank you, Rick.
Okay, so there's a couple interesting things in the video. Now, not related to the story necessarily, is they mentioned that the family was not allowed to go to the hearing or something like that. And you can hear a woman who's in the news studio go, why? Like, why weren't they allowed? Makes me wonder if they don't have legal status, and maybe that's why they weren't able to, because otherwise that shit doesn't make any kind of sense. The other funny thing is the two people running in the background yelling something while the reporter's trying to report on the story there. The first guy was carrying a sign over his head that said Jesus. Part of me felt maybe it says Jesus, not really sure. And then the whole story itself is weird because I can see you guys typing in the chat, well, the doors lock on their own. That tells me you guys have been in a police car before. Second of all, then they mentioned that he had a cell phone on him that was supposedly in working condition, but never called for help. So then it's like, okay, well then what happened? Because if he was locked in a police car, literally all he had to do was call. He didn't even have to call the police. He could have called his buddy and be like, hey, I'm in the back of this fucking cop car. Come pull the door handle open for me. Nobody will ever know that we did this stupid shit. Obviously, it took him 3 days to figure out he was back there and he was dead. So how did he die? If he was trapped, he could have called for help. I mean, he could have blown the window out, honestly. They're not bulletproof. There's a lot of things he could have done to get out of that situation and did not, died instead. Why? How? What did he die from? They don't say. They don't say. Well, I don't understand why he did it in the first place, because they released him from jail. He was released. Most people, the first thing they do when they leave jail is get their wiener wet and eat fast food. In my experience, that's what you do when you get out of jail. That's like priorities right there. This guy got back in the police car, so I don't know. It's un-American. Anyways, coming up next is Lefties Losing It, and today it's titled Christy Gnome's Husband Cross-Dressing Shock. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this idiot locked himself in the back of a police car, and then kick the bucket. Guess cell phone keys were in English. It totally messed him up. It could be. That's what happened. Thank you for letting me know, Snooks. Yeah, Ghostly, yeah. You're right. Natural selection, basically. Ranch, the car wasn't used for 3 days. Let's see. Do they only have one cop on duty at a time? I don't know. I think when they first mentioned the car, they say that the car had something wrong with it. Like, it was not decommissioned, but it was just out of use. And then when they did interact with the vehicle, it was because they were going to wash it. So I don't know. It's very weird. The whole thing is very weird. Ghostly, yeah, you're a little retarded. Sam, sounds fishy. Yeah, it does. Yeah, Russell, that's what life's about. Ranch, I have never known anyone to voluntarily get into a police car. I mean, I will if I'm already being arrested, but I've never seen a police car and was like, let's go get in that. Like, never. Never have I ever. Bones, out of service vehicle. Yeah. That's right. So it's weird. Was that just the luck of the draw? I mean, there's probably no way for him to know that was an out-of-service vehicle. I really wonder I want to know what his intentions were, which they'll probably never figure that out, or at least not tell the public. And I want to know what he died from. How did he die? He didn't just lay there and die. He just didn't. Like, as much as life fucking sucks for most people, you could try and lay there and die or whatever the fuck he was doing. But you're going to get hungry enough or thirsty enough to where you're going to fix it. You're going to get yourself out of this situation. It's just how it goes. It's part of your being alive. Right? You don't want to kick the bucket. As much as you think you do, you don't actually want to. Your body will force you to save yourself. So what happened to him? He had a working cell phone and didn't use it. I don't know. Colty, they said it was out of service prior to the washing comment, which tells me that it was a lawn ornament in front of the police department. Yeah. What's up, Weevo? Happy freedom to you. Racist car. You're right. You see that car? It was racist. It had white on it. You know how it went. He got his wiener dead. He did, Weevo. He got confused on what he was supposed to do when he got out of jail. Angry God, he's an illegal alien. He was self-deported from Earth. I don't know if that's what... It might be. It might be. Too old to care, too dumb to live. Yeah, natural selection happened. It's unfortunate that he was too dumb to not get in that police car and then decide to die. Bullseye. Sounds like he didn't know how self-deportation worked. Yeah, you're right. Meta drug overdose, maybe. That's what I was kind of thinking too. Like maybe he ate fentanyl or something like that when he got arrested because he didn't want to get busted with it. And then when he got out, maybe he knew he was going to die. And so he just hopped in the police car thinking, I don't know, it would get them in trouble or something. Sunday's Library, maybe he was still intoxicated some. Well, they won't release you until you blow zeros, I believe. I was arrested for disorderly conduct, but I had got poisoned at a bar, and I was arrested for disturbing the peace because I was yelling for help because I needed fucking help. My cell phone was dead. I was all blue. I woke up blacked out in a snowbank. Had no idea. I still don't know what the fuck happened to me. But instead of taking me home or to a hospital, they decided to take me to jail and charge me with disorderly conduct, and they would not let me out of the cell until I blew zeros. I'm sure it depends on what state you're in. Sam, those damn spiders? I know. That's what I'm saying, is the damn assault spiders. Branch, he thought it was an Uber. He might have. He might have. Pumpkin, the car is probably cursed. It's gotta be. It's gonna be the new Stephen King movie. Sandra's Library, I got arrested in Dutch Harbor and was quite lit up. They let me out in the morning, just to get rid of my drunk ass. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's probably situational. With me, they wouldn't let me go until I blew zeros. Because I think they are liable to a certain degree because they're an authority. So if they're in charge of your well-being while you're intoxicated, if they release you and you're intoxicated and you walk out in the street and get smoked by a car, is that their fault? Because they allowed you, they released you while you were still intoxicated. I don't know. I hate thinking about legal stuff, but the legal stuff fucks my life up all the time, so I have to worry about it. I should be an attorney. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. And it is Lefties Losing It. Today it's titled, Christy Gnome's husband, cross-dressing shock. Now, while I'm getting this pulled up, what color do you think Rita is wearing today? What color is that? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Sam, kind of like Epstein, we'll never know for sure. Yeah, we're never going to know about the Epstein stuff. Politicians are going to tell on themselves. Guess you blew zero? Weird cop name. Yeah. Wrench in Pennsylvania, someone has to come pick you up. Yeah. I think it's a liability thing. Snugs, has Rita got her fake tits strapped on today? Zero saying yellow. Guess I'm saying urine yellow. Now we got difference in yellow here. Puffy Stuff saying teal. Told Akira saying banana yellow. You guys are going crazy with the yellow today. Colty saying safety fucking yellow. Why are you guys all saying yellow? Otter's saying blue. Danon saying magenta. Let me see. What's up, Deep South Jody? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, Colty, we do. That's what everybody was laughing about over on the website. Defcon saying poo poo brown. Dutton saying purple. SOS, happy freedom to you. Very orange. Let me see. Wrench saying red. Sam saying magenta. Man, Roger saying D Walt yellow. You guys are killing me with the yellow today. What's up, Metal? Happy freedom to you. Angry God saying salmon. Agent O saying red. Larry saying pale yellow. Master Dork saying bright, cool bark blue. Is that supposed to be cobalt blue? Is that type to text? Well, you might get it. Mike Ingalls saying pretty and pink for Rita. You guys think it's pink? Probably not. Let me see. Meta sand. Is that a color? Sandra's library saying canary yellow. Low ender. Rita smells like the color 9 today. The snozberries taste like snozberries. Let me see. Green Eye saying orange. Sam, it's yeller. It's a yeller day today. Defcon saying walnut. You guys can't be doubling up. Pumpkin says blue. Boom. Happy freedom to you. Saying, oh, what is that color? I cannot think of what it is. It's not top. It looks like top. I can't think of what color that is. You guys have to go and read Boom's color because I can't figure out how to read it out loud. Metal saying red, white, and blue. What's up, Butterfly? Happy freedom to you. Rappy saying green today. Taupe. Thank you, Dutton. Yes, taupe. Boom is saying taupe. Yeah, you got me, Boom. You got me. Otter's Grage. Is that a color? You guys are making this extra difficult today. Red Mind saying plastic wrap. We hope. What's up, Youper? Happy freedom. Sinus infection green. It could be. It could be. Meta pale yellow. Oh yes, yes, the pale yellow. Sandra's library taupe. Yes, you guys. You knew what I was trying to read. Everybody place their bets. What's up, Peg? Happy freedom to you. Saying magenta. Butterfly, we believe you. We believe you. All hooligans got nice tits. It's just the way. It's the way of the hooligan. That's a good porno name. You guys stop it. Puff Stuff Slammin' Salmon. That's the motto. Well, today, Rita's wearing Barbie pink. And I know you guys are going to argue with that. That's fine. Either way, hit that like button and let's get into this. It wasn't yellow. I'm sorry, everybody that said 15 flavors of yellow.
It's time for Lefties Losing It, and we have to have our weekly check-in with the ladies of The View. Let's see if this lot can go through a show without saying something spectacularly stupid.
Did you see the rendition of the of the library that he's building?
Yes.
It's a giant, it looks like a giant penis.
Oh. Yeah. Let me see that.
It's just this giant thing.
This looks like a modern building tower, like millions others you have seen around the world, maybe just a little bit prettier. But Whoopi can see a penis. Now, they are deranged on that program. We shouldn't be shocked.
She can't see mine.
Sunny Hostin suggesting that it's reckless to have children unless you make over $400,000.
I think it's just really reckless to be suggesting that people should have children when you now know in this country there's this affordability crisis, and for a two-person household, a married household, you need over $400,000 for childcare. Over $400,000. Most people don't make over $400,000. So she's advocating for people to be born into poverty, people not being able to feed those children, people not being able to educate those children, and people not being able to house those children at the same time when this government is cutting all of the services.
Deranged, I told you. So unless you are rich, earning over $400,000, then forget about having a family. That would be reckless. And you can forget about marriage too, because apparently that's tantamount to slavery if you're a woman. Here is actress Leslie Jones.
I think marriage is legalized slavery.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Say more, because if I'm thinking about slavery and I'm thinking about marriage, there are two different images that come into my head.
Absolutely not. I don't know how you don't. A man is, especially if he's expecting you to be a trad wife, he might as well pull out a whip and a chain.
Wow. So there are young people watching who might be wanting to get married. What would you say to them?
Don't
get married.
No.
Okay.
slavery. You know, I'm done with these crazy women. Let's check in with a dude pretending to be a woman. Maybe he's a little bit more sane. And you've got to give Dylan Mulvaney some credit here. He has been mocking womanhood, or girlhood as he calls it, for 4 years now.
How old are you?
I'm 4 years old.
You are the youngest person ever. You are the youngest.
Time for an awful now. You remember them, affluent white female leftists. They're now protesting for a ceasefire, protesting for the military action against the Islamist Iranian regime to end. Here you have an Iranian woman trying to impress upon an awful how evil this Iranian regime is, but the smug lefty doesn't hear a word.
She's right. Iranians are asking for the bombs. What are you doing supporting a terrorist regime? Why are you supporting a terrorist regime? I understand bombing is bad. Convince me of what? Of rape? Of women not having no rights? I'm Iranian. I've been imprisoned by that regime.
Let's bring in documentary filmmaker and commentator.
Those dumb lefties, dumb as shit. The person's like, I'm Iranian. I was directly oppressed by them. The woman's like, well, I was just told to be here. That's what they gave me the money for. Anyways, that does wrap up the news. We are going to get into the fun stuff. We got our 2 funny videos of the day. Tomorrow we will have a new advent calendar. I got to get everything picked out. I've been doing stuff I have to deal with, and I will finish this damn cleaning today, and then tomorrow I have a fucking inspection, and I don't know when that's supposed to happen, but it shouldn't interfere with the live, so everything will be good. There's no advent calendar today, but there will be tomorrow. Like I said, we got our 2 funny videos of the day, and I provided the first one. It's titled, When You Don't Discipline Your Cats, They Become Cat Tifa. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Sly Dog, and it's titled, Pro-Marriage Tip. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about lefties losing it. Russell, Rita's color would look good on my bedroom floor. Mm-hmm. Yes. Matt Rogers, mentally, yes, he's 4. They were saying a year or 2 ago they were trying to do some sort of age dysphoria thing. They were trying to say, well, if you feel like you're 13, then you're 13. They were trying to push stuff like that, and it died really quick. But I want to say Mulvaney was one of the people who was participating in that nonsense. They keep doing these things that lead to being a pedo. That's what it is. When they say stuff like that, it's because they're trying to see how the public reacts to it, as if that's going to become normal somehow. It's like, you know, watch these people dating an 8-year-old and be like, well, he feels like an 8-year-old. No, that'll never be normal. That will never be normal. Matt Rogers, that's a man, baby. Yeah. Big husky piece of shit. Marriage is like slavery. What? Who are you married to? What kind of fetish do you guys got going on? Sam, we play it all the time. I just didn't play it today. What's up, James? Happy freedom to you. Angry God, it's cool to be mentally ill. That's what they're trying to do. It's trendy right now. Colty, it was a little short. It was short today. All last week, they were like 8 minutes long, and this week is 3 minutes. Alistair, what is that creature? I don't know, but it's angry. Colty, using the term woman loosely. Very loose. Everybody's like, that's a dude. And it's giving bad advice. Even worse. Bullseye. The first Benjamin Button shapeshifter. I'm saying. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today, Larry. Enjoy the rest of your night. Appreciate you, Meta. Thank you for hanging out. Well, thank you, Snooks. I appreciate the compliment. Wrench, Noems' wife should get a job on The View. Could you imagine looking at that every day? Turbo, exactly. All right, hooligans, let's get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we have our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can even send crypto. Let's get into these funny videos. In an hour, I think President Trump's supposed to be live. I think we'll be able to cover it. We should be able to. That's the plan, I suppose.
No!
I gotta get everything ready for this stupid inspection, but I think it'll be okay. Either way, this is our first funny video of the day, and I went and found it on my own. It's titled, "When You Don't Discipline Your Cats, They Become Cat Tifa."
No! No! Hey, that's my burrito.
His greed sickens me.
Get off my Diet Coke! Stop it! Turkey.
I fucking saw that. What is that?
Nope. 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 No! No!
Garlic? Stop. Stop.
Hey.
Kevin.
No!
Damn cats. Getting into our official funny video of the day. Look at that. These cats being a bad influence on Klaus. So our official funny video of the day was provided by Sly Dog. And this one's titled Pro Marriage Tips.
So here's a pro marriage tip. Don't let your wife cook every day. Sometimes take her out for dinner, to your mother. That way she'll know how it's done. And you get to eat in a clean environment too, which makes it a win-win situation, which makes you cook that too. So my wife asked me if I would ever get remarried again. And yes, I would marry your sister. Because I'm already pre-approved with your parents, and I don't have to get through that get-to-know-you phase. And holidays, stay the same. Pro marriage tip, learn to apologize even if you're right.
Exactly.
For example, I'm sorry that you're always overreacting. And I'm sorry that I'm about to prove my point. And I'm sorry that you always evolved into your mother. And hypothetically speaking, the real reason why women are always cold is because God created them to be in front of a stove or an oven. So naturally, when they leave their habitat, they won't to. So here's a pro marriage tip.
I'm sorry you're always overreacting. I'm sorry you'll always turn into your mother. Holy. That's what domestic violence is all about. Anyways, that is all the coffee I have for you hooligans today. I'm going to grab this link really quick. I'm going to drop it in all the chats. We're going to read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. We're going to be doing a special raid today, and then I think at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, President Trump is supposed to be live giving us an update on Iran. I don't know if that means we're going to invade Iran or if we are wrapping things up with Iran, but I guess we'll figure it out. Either way, there's a link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because you got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the Hooligans. And like I said, we're going to read through. We got the pledge coming up, and then we are raiding out over on Rumble. Zero, I'm pre-approved with your parents. Slayed me, yeah. It's so funny. Sam Savage, I know. Sam, that big boy didn't need that wing, just saying. I know, that one was standing up at the counter. That's how Klaus is. If Klaus stands on his hind legs, he can see over the counter. It's a big-ass toddler. Oh, much love to you, Cass. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Totally care. At least my cats do it behind my back. Klaus Daniels, he doesn't mess with people food. I don't know why. I haven't been able to get him to eat anything. Sandra's Library, did she call her cat Kevin? Yeah, I think so. Kevin the cat. Alright, hooligans. It is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Let's figure out... Oh, no, we know who we're raiding today. We're doing a special raid on the request of Alistair. Let me get this pulled up. Now, before we start this raid, just a moment here, we got to cut off Twitch because the raid is against community guidelines over on Twitch. So if you are watching on Twitch and you want to be a part of the raid, you're welcome to join us on Blaze, Kick, YouTube, Rumble, X, or jeffmaclive.com. Otherwise, I will see you Twitch Hooligans tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Everybody else just sit tight. We got to cut off Twitch, and then we're doing the raid. Let me see. I think we were good to go. Double check in. Good to go. All right, hooligans. Now we are going to be raiding Joey Cannoli, and it is their birthday. They're doing a 24-hour birthday celebration. So we got to do the birthday raid. So make sure to hit that like button as soon as you land. And tell them happy birthday. Alright, hooligans, let's get raiding.
Underboss in the mafia. And then they started making him crazy art. And like everyone started thinking that he was some sort of amazing artist, and it was really trash. It's a good movie though.
Like I remember the movie, but like the banana duct taped to a
Jeff Mack with the raid.
street or to whatever you call it.
Thank you for the raid, Jeff Mack.
With the mirror that was like stuffy, and then like the janitor like cleaned it, and they're like, "Oh, it was an art display."
Right?
I'm lost. Happy freedom and happy birthday. Thank you.
Visitors in the Hermitage. Amen.
I'm not a visitor. I was watching Jeff Mack earlier because he had the.
No, you don't understand.
Launch.
I'm lost. If you guys are lost, come in here. Thank you for the raid. We've been going for what, 21 hours already, Alistair? Or you got the counter in the chat?
Man. Let's go.
We've been going for 21 hours. If you don't know, this has been my birthday celebration stream. We did subscriber Jeopardy yesterday with Yankee Free, Quiet Part Pod, and Alistair, and my friend Fishy. And then I did my beautiful sleep stream to complete my cycle as an e-girl. And now it's been the day in the life of Joey Cannoli, and in a few short minutes, well, in 45 minutes, we'll be starting the roast of Joey Cannoli. So, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the follows. Alistair wants me to get to 900 followers today. I don't think it. Listen, folks, I don't think it's possible, but we'll try. We'll see. We'll see what we do.
I wish you got on stream tonight, then. Damn it.
Thank you. Oh, is that a Fishy?
Isn't that 49 and
SOS
49 and 4 hours.
Wrench 93. What? I
don't give a fuck.
There's noises in my brain. I can't handle this sensory overload.
I don't give a fuck.
Conserve Reality must have already been following you, or he would have when he came in.
Yeah, I think he's following me already.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I gotta lower that Zelda noise, man. It's that secret discovery noise from the Zelda games. It's blowing my eardrums out. Thank you for following Dutton85. I appreciate it. Yes, I am born on April Fool's Day. It is not a prank. It explains everything. This is my 10th time turning 25.
I don't give a fuck.
Thank you for the follow. Too old to care. Thank you very much. I'm so glad to have my screen right next to me.
I thought only girls did that.
What, put the screen right next to them?
No, say it's my 10th time turning 25.
Oh, I'm in denial too, so.
Okay. Yes, you do fit in well, for sure.
I am an e-girl after all. I did a sleep stream earlier.
Yeah.
So, don't worry, everyone. I'm here. Calm down. Happy birthday, Joey. Thank you, Nomad. Thank you very much. And thank you, Jeff Mack, for the raid. Thank you for...
All right, hooligans. Fantastic raid. Good stuff. Doing birthday raids. It's badass. That is badass. So big shout out to Alistair for giving us the opportunity to do a birthday raid. Well, let me see what time it is. President Trump's expected to be on stage in 40 minutes. That should give me enough time to maybe make some food, and then we can cover that, and then I can get back to worrying about passing this damn inspection. Either way, we're going to read through the chat really quick. Then we'll be wrapping her up. No, I appreciate you being with us, Sam. Enjoy the rest of your day. Matt Rogers, the cat scratches on my daughter's bedroom door are higher up than the knob. Yeah. Cats do what they want. Damn cats. Oh, I appreciate you, Rappy. Much love to you. Thank you for hanging out today. Oh, Pumpkin, you're the bestest. Thank you for being with us. I don't know what Rich is talking about. I appreciate you, Zero. Thank you for hanging out today. What are you doing? Oh, it's Fancy Feast time? Oh, it is? Oh, well, you a good baby. Alright, go lay down. Go lay down. Just a second. We're wrapping her up. Alright, hooligans. We will be covering Trump live whenever he goes live. It's supposed to be an update on Iran. Let me see. President Trump delivers an address to the nation, but I'm pretty sure it has to do with Iran. Like I said, in about 40 minutes, so we'll be doing that. But we are wrapping this up. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. You guys are fantastic. Please go enjoy the rest of your day. Find yourself some good food, have fun, and be safe. And I will try and do the same and make your way back to us tomorrow. Well, make your way back to us for the presidential live, because we got to do that. But tomorrow as well, 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.